Here we go. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with an Earth 2 update video. And at the end of my thing, I'm not even waiting for people to get here. We're here with everyone. Say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So right now we have a couple of things to go over. One of which is just a tweet from Shane. Hey, what up, Skip y'all? How's it going? I'm just gonna wait for more people to get here. You guys missed it. I did a whole intro. Hey, Randy, Dandy, Rob, Dennis. How is everyone? For those of you that don't know, yeah, that is Dashi. Hello, Dashi. All right, we're all here. All right, so there's a bunch of people here. There was no people. I was talking to literally no people about a few seconds ago. What's up, guys? Look in Gen Chat. Could be another country. Says ampersand bot. Well, I'm just gonna let you guys know. Right now, the new tweet from Shane said, "Quote: So it looks like another countdown will start pretty shortly after the Dubai countdown is reached. That countdown for Dubai will be on Saturday. Countdown for Dubai is going to be at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. That's when UAE and Dubai will open. Many people will have a different amount of... Where'd the comments go? Yes, all messages are visible. There we go. All chat. So many people will have different strategies. Like I said, mine, I'm going to try for a 3x3 square tile in Dubai on Saturday. If I get it, great. If I don't, no big deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to take the outskirts of Dubai or the rest of UAE. That's where I'm going to buy. But as soon as that happens, give it a day. I'm going to say Shane's going to give us a day. And what they're going to do is they're going to count down for most likely phase 2. And the reason I'm saying that is because they had already promised phase 2 in Q1 of this year. So Q1 of this year, wrapping up literally in the next 2 weeks. That's what's going to happen over here. So if we have the rest of this tweet says, quote, if people could only see the amount of work taking place internally right now, it's insane. So that's what I'm thinking. The promises, they haven't talked about phase 2 in a while. It's mostly just been trying to pay people out. It's been trying to hire people, trying to find time to sleep for them, and then also get this Dubai countdown rolling out. Like I said, they have multiple things to make this go. Yeah, I don't think it'll be the first Easter egg. That'd be cool. You know, I don't know if they'll make announcements for all of them. They might make announcements for Easter eggs if people find them. They might make an announcement. Oh, this person got the first Easter egg. This person got another Easter egg. That's why I'll answer comments right meow. Lord Snow. Yeah, I maybe there's another place. They said at that point, like a week or two ago, there wasn't any other places outside of Dubai. Like we wouldn't get Saudi Arabia or Afghanistan or anything. Not anytime soon, anyway. You're in South Carolina. Oh, hey, Lynn X. Oh, on the east. Hey, all Scotch and game. I'm just going through the comments. I'll answer. Placing Instagram live, YouTube. Yeah, I just figured this would be for my subscribers, just for people here that maybe don't have Instagram or what have you. I Simplify says, predict start in a mega city if you go to her Discord. She is hinting at. Oh, very, very good. I will have to take a look at that. Instagram is Facebook and anti-constitutional. What if we buy a large 70 by 70 tile plot and declare it a new country? Yeah, you could. But by all means, that'd be that'd be a mega city. So, like I said, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to, because I didn't want to. Everyone just wanted me to. I'm going to buy as many tiles as I can. Not in Dubai, in the UAE somewhere, be desert. Because figure, what is the polar opposite of ice in Antarctica? Well, it would be desert. I've been to Kuwait. Yeah, so I figured, okay, I'll buy as many I'm not going to call it another mega city. It will be part of Chavez-topia, and like I said, they'll be connected by portals. You go in the portal on one end, you come out the other side in Antarctica. You go in Antarctica, so they'll be connected. It'll all still be Chavez-topia. It's just going to be the Sandlot of Chavez-topia. It's going to be Chavez-topia litter box. No, don't say that. That's what we used to call Satan's litter box was Kuwait. I mean, there's not much time in March left. No, so that's why I said this Saturday will be the 20th, and they'll probably give it a day or so because we're 30 days. Yeah, so 31 days in March. So they have a couple of days to do another 7-day countdown after that, and then they will have kept their promise of releasing Phase 2 inside of Q1. That's if this is what it is. Yeah, it's going to come out at 5 on the East Coast for me, and I'm in South Carolina. I thought when I did it, I thought it was 1600. I thought it was 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna have to check that, but someone check for me right now. Oh, Guidebook Gaming, hello. Is this Nameless? Is this Tech Ops? Where are we going here? Never got to catch your show live before. Thanks for all your help. I've only actually gone live once before, and that was when Logan Paul was actually confirmed to be in Earth 2. Thank you, Chachito, my son, for sending me that video at like midnight that one night. I had like 50 people coming in because I had like Logan Paul incoming. Got zero notifications on new bids. Whip bell turned on. Might need to fight the YouTube. Yeah, that's really weird. I think it's just because I upload so much. Maybe that's why. Also, what I'm gonna do is because part of the reason I got this eye infection the way it got to be really bad is because like I ignored it for like a day or so, and it was like, apparently if I let it go any farther, I had to go to the ER. I was like, okay, I might need to take these videos and just do one long one per day instead of two of the shorter ones, like the 10 to 15 minute ones. Just because that would be, I know a lot of people like the shorter ones, like the 8 to 10 minutes. I'll if I shorten it anymore, I'm gonna go to like 3 videos a day. It's like I'll just do one long one that's much easier for me to do instead of coming up with different thumbnails, different titles. Shout out to my friend Michael though for making all of those thumbnails. His link is in the comments of the description of my most recent videos. So can I retire by the end of this year? Well, Dr. Professor Kubinski, it depends on your lifestyle and what you have. Like some people can retire on $1 million, some people can't. Depends on your lifestyle. Depends where you are in the world. If I wanted to, if I didn't have all these philanthropic goals of trying to, help save certain species in Madagascar or wherever, I'd probably retire after I make this next investment in Bitcoin and Earth 2. By the way, there's gonna be a lot of money going into Earth 2, and I don't mean from anyone else. I mean from me. I have one thing in the pipeline right now where if it goes through, yeah, it's I would then double what I put into Earth 2. It's yeah, just I can't tell you exactly what it is yet. He said Easter eggs were supposed to be in March as well, so that's possible too. It could be Easter eggs. Like I said, maybe they're not gonna do the announcements for one Easter egg, not for each of them. If there's gonna be a lot of them, what they would do announcements for would be like, oh, hey, this person found an Easter egg. This person found an Easter egg. But if they're launching them all at once, saying, hey, the hunt is on. There's this many Easter eggs. You have to do this in this form. You can only find them, in certain areas, certain regions, whatever. Then that's something. I don't think they would count down each particular Easter egg. That would be a little much, just in my opinion. Oh, hey, Nameless, what's going on? What's up, Ren? Is this your first live video? Got Nameless. I did one when Logan Paul was first announced. Like I said, thank you, Chachito, for sending me that video. Georgia here. I'm retiring on this game. I think we can too. Like I've said before in all my other videos recently, virtual reality and crypto is going to be those are both $1 trillion industries. And I mean, crypto is already, virtual reality is going to be. And if you have these different types of cryptocurrencies in game, like again, Alice from My Neighbor Alice, they started selling out. They crowdfunded that cryptocurrency at 10 cents per coin, and then 12.5 cents per coin, their second round of funding. And then what happened? People swarmed in, and guess what? $22 a coin. So that jumped up so heckin' much. People that put in a couple $1,000s, that 22,000, yeah, it's absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas. And I 100% believe that same thing can happen, not only in Earth 2, but on the next level. It will go to the next level because you're going to have so many more people interested, so many more people doing whatever. Oh God, what did I do? What did I do? Yeah. Okay, where's the? Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. I'm going to catch up on these comments real quick here. Retiring, believe we can. Yeah, I think retirement is something that we should be able to do on that. At least for me, because I don't live this lavish lifestyle. I don't have like this penthouse in the city, and I've done videos on this before of like Rich Dad Poor Dad, of the millionaire next door, saying like, okay, well if you have, and I'll do it for you guys right now. If you have two doctors, let's say they're both surgeons, and they're both making like $700,000 a year, right? And after 10 years, this one guy who has a timeshare here, and he's got a timeshare on a plane, and he's got always spending money. At the end of 10 years, you have one guy worth, you know, he's got a couple houses, but he's only got 400 grand in his bank account. But the other doctor after 10 years is worth well over $10 million. Okay, well, how did that happen? Okay, it's because of the lifestyle that people live. Like, again, millionaire next door. This one guy that goes up to work, gets in his janitor outfit every morning, and he's a millionaire. How does that happen? Well, he actually owns a janitorial company, and he's still out there. Whenever people call out, he's in there doing the work. Being humble, and that is just the way to go about it. I don't think it pays you any dividends to try to keep up with the Joneses. I did a video on this the other day about like credit card debt, people going into, and I'll get out of the finance in a minute, just people using the Christmas bonuses to pay for Christmas gifts for other people just to have them pretend to think they're doing well. I do not put on airs. I look like poop. I look like a poop pirate. I literally lived right next to a boiler room before I got this place. Like, so that's just food for thought. That's what I'm doing with my fun. What's up, Nameless? We should all shout out Randy in the chat when he comes in. They do. Y'all do a great job with that. How should we prepare for the egg hunting? I really want to go Easter egg. Honestly, the people that will have the most advantages is, yeah, some people with money that like, oh, here's a hint, and it could mean 12 different things, and they're just going to buy in 12 different places. That's one. The other person that's going to have that advantage is people that are not working right now, people that have time, people that, you know what, it's dangerous for them for whatever reason because of COVID to go into work, and they're going to go and they're going to say, like, you know what, I'm going to sit here, collect unemployment, and do this. They have a really good advantage. And people that are intelligent. If anyone remembers Cicada 3301, that's something that we don't know who put that out. We don't know if anyone solved it. The people that did solve it, never heard from again. There might be puzzles like that. There might be puzzles where you have to know Shakespeare, you have no iambic pentameter, you have to know math, you have to know coding, or it just could be like a math equation. It could be a riddle. We don't know. Easter egg said, but I think around the release of UAE, maybe. Yeah. So maybe after this one, countdown for all of the Easter eggs. Hello from Australia. Love your content. Keep up the good work. Hope your eye heals quick. I know medical expenses in the U.S. are absolute, but yes, they are absolutely awful. Been buying Madagascar today. Actually, very good. I'm gonna buy in the real world at some point. I'm actually gonna, when I do buy it in the real world, whoever owns that land in Madagascar, I'm gonna actually want to buy it from them myself. So like, hey, just because it'd be fun. I could listen to you all day podcast in the future. Yes, absolutely. So I've been toying with the idea, Lynn. Yeah. So Lynn, I read the tweet before. I'll read it again for those that are just coming in now. I have been running myself absolutely ragged between the high risk lending and Pokemon and videos. I just, yeah, I'm not sleeping, and it is not good. So I will, at the end of this year, early next year, work a lot less on the other two things, on Pokemon and high risk lending, and I will focus a lot more on this. Not because this makes me more money, it doesn't. Just because I'm happy when I'm doing this. It's fun when I'm doing this, and I get to meet all these great people, and I love you guys. I love it. I love seeing your comments all the time. I love seeing you guys comment on like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook posts, and on the videos. And nobody knows, like, unless you're in this community. I feel bad for people that aren't in Earth 2 because they don't know like the community that like we're building. It's not from people like, oh, it's just in your neighborhood. It's just, it's not ethnocentric at all. It's from every single walk of life. That and people, even people that aren't represented. People, oh, well, I know somebody else that is okay. Maybe nobody here is from Niger, in Africa, but there's probably someone here from South Africa that knows someone in Niger and those African countries. So that's just what I enjoy about it as well. So a podcast, probably end of the year. Dr. Professor Kubinski. Oh, so all right. So you want to retire? You're 19. Okay, 19. Invested $1,000 throughout January and February. Got 3,500 tiles. Just hope that E2 works out. Don't worry. I also got other assets from skins in different games to Pokemon cards. That is fantastic. I wish I started doing this stuff at your age. You have a 7-year advantage over me. I did not start in the world of finance until after I got out of the military. I got out at 26 and started in finance like 6 months later. Yeah, it was 26 and a half. So you're doing very, very good. And the reason why I really do think that a lot of us can retire very, very early with this game, if we play our cards right, is because anyone that has kids that have bought a skin in Fortnite, or you yourself, Dr. Professor Kubinski, that has bought skins in Fortnite. NFTs are the future. Each tile might be an NFT. Each property might be an NFT. They're all gonna give us resources in essence. So this is absolutely bananas that the world is changing this quickly. I feel like a boomer, and I'm 30 years old, that people on Top Shot are getting virtual packs of virtual moments that you could see for free on the internet, and they're selling it for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, granted, that's of the NBA; it's NBA sponsored, but this is, I said, virtual reality. This is the future. I'm not investing in any more Pokemon cards. I'm not investing in any more Tesla, any more stocks. I sold all my other stocks, and all I have is Tesla. I'm only, and I put this in my video last time, I'm only investing in two things. It's in Bitcoin and in Earth 2. And I had $3,000 at the end of when I started investing, when I started funding in 2017. And I am not wrong. I am not a financial advisor, not financial advice. It's just what I'm doing. I am not wrong. So, Grandmaster Mawile, his beard shaved and got an eye patch. Yes, that's exactly what I did. Fambulance camping again. When you say again, repeat. By the way, I'm 20 now. I had to be a few days ago. Oh, happy birthday, Dr. Professor Kubinski. Another new tweet just now. Another one. Someone read me the new tweet. This new one is a thinker. Like you live. Thank you, King Julian. I'm playing on Discord and Earth. Nice. Where are you buying in Dubai? I don't know exactly where. In Dubai, wherever I try to buy those 3x3 tiles, those 9 tiles, I don't know where. Even in the UAE, I don't know where exactly I'm going to buy. I'm just going to find some secluded spot where nobody else is, buy as much as I can there, and that's where it is. 7 new cities, I think. Randy, he tweeted again. Somebody read me the tweet. Somebody copied the tweet and quotes in tweets. Ow. I love you guys too. What happened to your eye? So I had a infected and clogged meobulma gland. I don't even know what it's called, meobulma gland. And I guess I let it go too long without going to the doctor. So yeah, on meds and stuff. See Shane's comment on the way water will behave in Earth 2. No, I didn't. Someone comment down below. Never forgive myself for spending over 1,000 on Fortnite skins. Oh my god. Oh, Hakuna Matata, ukulele strings. You got any tips for motivation? I'm running an online business and could be putting stuff up for sale and making money, but instead am scrolling mindlessly through YouTube. I put YouTube on in the background when I'm packaging up cards, when I am packaging up these things. I'm putting them in sleeves. I'm wrapping them up. I put it on in the background, and I listen to Gary Vaynerchuk. I listen to Elon Musk. I listen to all these interviews of people saying that, yeah, you just have to work your face off, and it sucks. But do now what others aren't, so you can do later what others can't. Dab on them. Yo, Randy, what sets Earth 2 apart from similar games that didn't work out? Honestly, it's really just because of the people. For whatever reason, sometimes people, and maybe those other games, maybe they could have had the good mechanics. They could have had better ideas. We don't know. We sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time. This game was very limited marketing, similar to Tesla, where they don't market. They just let the product speak for itself. The trailer looks absolutely heckin' amazing. That is just such that's art. Like, if I can quote Jesse Pinkman, that's art, Mr. White. Like, that was beautiful. Like, and someone who put that video together with Joe Rogan talking with Elon Musk in the background of the trailer. It's like virtual reality is the future of gaming. So that's why that, and also, you bet on the jockey, you bet on the horse. What do? I'm betting on the CEOs. I'm betting on the developers that are working their faces off. I believe in them. Like, anyone see Angels in the Outfield when Mel Clark at the end is like, I know what I won't do. I won't play for anyone but George Knox. These developers have helped inspire me and changed my heart, seeing how hard they're working. They work harder than me, and that is very, very hard to do. So whatever projects they're doing, I'm in. There are 7. Well, let's see. #Earth2, #Dubai, #UAE, #MattBoxRocks, Hashtag New Horizons. Only 5. What do you mean there are 7? Oh, okay. All right. So that's the tweet from Konza. Thank you. I mean there are 7. Well, let's see. Earth 2, Dubai, UAE, map, New Horizons. Okay, so we're gonna have to try to break that down in another video. Maybe Dubai is an Easter. No, that doesn't make sense. If Dubai UAE was an Easter egg, we can't comment it because it's mostly pics on the tweet. Oh, okay, that's the tweet. Interesting. There are 7. Well, there's okay. So 7. Okay, so I mean there are 7. ... Maybe he's referencing 7 wonders of the world. Maybe there will also be 7 wonders of E2. 7. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that's the G letter of the alphabet. So if we go, hold on, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So U is the 7th letter from the alphabet. If you go from Z to U, G, U, U, G, UG. I'm trying to think what 7 means. Again, 7 wonders of the world, 7 continents. But if the hashtags, Earth 2, Dubai, UAE, I think those are just things that he's hashtagging that's separate from the 7. With a picture. Do you think EPLs will be transferable between properties? I think so, yeah. And there's 2 pictures. Obviously, I'll have to go to look at the pictures at some point. Trying to get like 2 tiles. If someone could describe the pictures, maybe. Let's see what they are. I'm trying to get 2,000 tiles in Dubai. In Dubai, not just UAE in general, in Dubai. Wow, King Julian, you go for it. Once there is virtual currency and virtual lending, mortgages, I believe values will explode. Once values plateau, leverage will be introduced in mortgages and up and up. You could make the argument that that's happened already in Second Life, where people have, not that they've taken out loans so they can buy stuff in Earth 2, but so, all right, guys, like low key, like I'm giving you this is Patreon tier type stuff. And before we do that, now that we have 42 people here, caught in a bad romance. Yeah, so this is Patreon tier type stuff right here. I tell my clients, like, listen, guys, if you want these bigger loans, if you want these loans that are going to, go out longer term, cheaper cost of capital, you need to deposit more money. You need to get that balance sheet, that profit and loss looking really good. How do you do that? I tell them to buy Bitcoin. I tell them to do that. And I tell them, like, listen, if you can take this money that you can get, yeah, I know it's high interest. I know it's 15% interest. That's crazy talk. But because your credit is in the pooper, because whatever, go and take that, buy Bitcoin, and then put that on your balance sheet. Bitcoin makes 200% a year on average. It's made a lot more this year. And I tell them to do that. Bitcoin is the first. Earth 2 is coming up. I'm not going to tell my clients I told them what it is. Every single client I have, not all of it's business. My clients are my friends now. Matthew Shepard, MK Auto, Russ Swiler out in Utah. I have all of these clients that are my friends now. Property Evolution, Royce Vaha. These guys are just, and I tell them, like, get in on Earth 2. Even if you don't do it for the money, it's just fun. Go in there, like, look at the community. I tell every single one of my clients about it. I told them about Tesla when I was like, hey, if you have any extra profits after this loan is done, yeah, chuck it in Tesla. I'm telling them about Earth 2 now. I'm not telling them to not invest in Tesla. I'm not telling them to not invest in other things, but I'm saying, hey, listen, guys, this is what I'm doing. So that's why, yeah, mortgages is going to be one thing. Taking out loans to buy property on Earth 2, if I could have done that in November, December, yeah, absolutely would have. If I could have done that for Bitcoin right now, if I could have done that, yes. Unfortunately, right now, for me, and a lot of other people out there, I'm just letting you guys know, in the real world, in finance world, I made less money in 2020 than I did in 2019 because pandemic. I lost a lot of money because a lot of people were not paying me back, not paying back their loans. And because of that reason, getting any type of loan is hard right now. Refinancing any mortgage is hard right now. My partner Dan, same thing. Made less money in 2020 than it did in 2019. He's got $1 million in the bank, cannot refinance his mortgage. Just saying, banks are not lending right now. I'm gonna go do that. Gary Vee is a legend. Yes, he is. Can it be creator? Can it be a career in the future? Full-time Earth 2? I am not leaving my, 6-figure year business to do this because it's just fun. I'm doing this because, yes, it is fun. yes, I think we have the chance to really change people's lives and be pioneers for the future, but also because I 100% believe that between YouTube and Earth 2, I can replace any single income that I can, that what I'm working right now, whether it's Pokemon or that high risk lending industry. I can't do it right away. I have to work at it. But I'm happier doing this. I'm happier talking to people. And guys, the ROI is happiness. I've said this in videos before. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to say it here right now. If you are making $120,000 a year and you're miserable, like you're working so much, you hate your life, you're stressed, they're calling you in the morning, they're calling you at night, and you just can't take it. It's just you're not happy and it hurts your soul. But you know that if you take a job and doing something that you love for $70,000 or $80,000 a year, do that. Do that. That is the best type of ROI that you can get, because I have some clients that are worth 8 figures and that are worth tens of millions of dollars, and they are miserable because they're divorced and their kids don't talk to them, and their life is just poop. Money does not buy happiness. Money does not make you happy. Anything over, if you have your bills covered, everything's covered, everything that you want. If you have anything over in up to $50,000, yeah, a little bit of happiness. Anything over that, it does not make you more happy. It does not. As long as you have money to keep the bill collectors away, everything's paid for, and you have $50,000, anything above that does not make you happy. I have friends that have school debt, have credit card debt, but they are, a tattoo artist and they're married to a bartender and they don't make much money, but they are so heckin' happy because they have a couple cats, they're in a couple of beer dart leagues, and they just go to metal shows together. These people are just happy. And I have this other friend Wayne, that just he gets injured a lot, doesn't work a lot just because he can't, but he's coach of his kids' baseball team, and he's just the happiest person in the world. He always has a smile on his face. Money does not bring you happiness. You have to, and I get it, there's a lot of mental stuff and whatever. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm going in on Earth 2, and I'm going to work not with Earth 2, but the game and YouTube, because it is more fun. Even though I will make far less money. I will actually operate at a net loss for probably the first year that I do it. Now, granted, that's if it stays the same as it is right now. Obviously, I expect it to grow. Moving on. How are you? Hey, Gazer. I love how you always comment, hey, keep up the good work. That keeps me going. I love seeing that every video. What did I miss, Slick Rick? You missed the tweet. If he hasn't tweeted it again, or if you haven't seen it, if you don't have Twitter, I'll read it again. Quote, so it looks like another, I can't read this with my one eye. Looks like another countdown will start pretty shortly after Dubai countdown is reached, which is a Saturday. Then he goes on to say, if people could only see the amount of work taking place internally right now, it's insane. And like I said, I've gone over the fact that I think it'll be for phase 2. Other people are debating Easter eggs, which it might be. Randy is going places for sure. Thanks, Black Magic. If servers hold, it should be easy. Yeah, I don't know if they're ready for all of us at once to go. I think that's why they're doing Dubai before phase 2. If they launched phase 2, so many more people are going to come in. If they did that and then they did Dubai, yeah, it'd be chaos. It'd be utter chaos. There'd be riots. But that's why I think they're doing Dubai for it. I think they're ready for phase 2. I think they're ready for a bunch of this. They just weren't. They just wanted to get Dubai out of the way first, because I think that's the proper order of things. Boy, it's 3:30 a.m. I should go to sleep. Go to sleep, AntXN, Ant3XN. Can I join your guild if you have one? You can join Childlessopia. Links, go to any one of my other YouTube videos. Link will be in the description. And then yeah, go do that. The image shows 7 cities in the UAE. Ooh, all right. So I'm gonna take another deep dive at this. I'm gonna go and pinpoint where that 7 cities in the UAE are. Maybe that's where the 7 Easter eggs are. All right, so there are 7, and then hashtag. Okay, guess what I'm doing? Then I'm gonna have my tiles, but I'm gonna also have tiles in those other 7 cities. Actually, no, I will not do that. If each of those 7 cities are an Easter egg, you could say, okay, well, if you have some tiles, you could try to get 100 tiles in each location. This way, diversify a little bit. I don't think so. I think for me, this is what I'm doing. The best course of action is to be able to go and just try to buy 700 tiles in just one block in one city, as opposed to 100 in each of them, because that gives me the most chance to get one. And if I don't get in the others, that's fine. I'm going to try to get one. That's what I'm going to do. What everyone else can do, I don't know. I maybe some of the bigger people, like Earth 2 Combo, Earth 2 Mastery, Odyssey, Guidebook Gaming with Nameless and Tech Ops, Aria Realty, British Guy Dorkslayer, we should all get like 700 tiles or 1,000 tiles, okay, in one of those cities, and then sorry, and then after that, we should kind of combine them at some point, maybe, I don't know. The real killer is the NFT part of it. Yeah, so the NFT part is that going to be each tile? Or is that going to be each property? I think it's going to be each tile since they're all unique. Again, that's the way the evidence points, at least. So moving on, which makes me wonder if he means 7 countdowns. I hope it's not. So I guess it could be, but this hype is like I'm like losing sleep at night because I'm like trying to do research on stuff and trying to think about it in different ways. Is there 7 provinces or emirates? I don't know. In the United Arab Emirates, I actually don't. I'm very uncultured that way. I really should learn. I'll get back to you. Go follow Bala Banba for your first free NFT. Interesting. What are the 7 countries? E2 tab with 0 tile. What if it's 7 of the countries with 0 tiles? Oh, if there are 7 countries, 0. Yeah, that would make sense then. Good job, Rob. Good job. But I think UAE is made up of 7 emirates. Okay, that makes sense. Wow, it's all coming together now. It's all coming together now. Do you think natural disasters will be a thing on Earth 2? The developers have said that they would look into doing something like that. I think that'd be fun. You have not been to Kuwait unless you have experienced. There are sandstorms starting in like April, going all throughout the summer. Those are horrible. Those are absolutely, those suck. Ice storms in Antarctica. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be like a challenge. Like if there is stuff like that, they could do stuff like, oh, who is brave enough to go brave the ice storm and hunt for these little resources? Kind of like what they did in Pokemon the movie 2000, where Mewtwo had the storm, and then that lady says, "Some trainers have no fear. To them, this is just one more challenge." And then she goes on something about it separates them. It will make them Pokemon masters, end quote. I think that's something I'd like to do also. And I'd be like, oh, it's a storm. Like what do Californians do? Remember in Rocket Power when there's a huge storm, got to try to ride the wave. You ride the wave because that's what you do. You brave the storm. That's what I want to do. I need more water. But also the developers said they would do that if there wasn't too much salt, pretty much, like if there wasn't too much kickback. But I think like if you have property in Miami and your property gets wrecked, you're going to be salty and you're going to complain. And the developers can't have fun because people always complain. I always know my life would boil down to watching a pirate live stream theories about virtual land. Who is that? Earth 2 invest 5%. All right. Yeah. This is tell your kids about this. All right. I'm switching from water to the Cardew. Game of Thrones. Thank my girlfriend for the Valentine's Day gift. Everyone say thanks, Danielle. Thanks, Danielle. 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 Dashy. I'm dating Dashy. No, I'm joking. He's a dude. Is only Dubai going up on Saturday? Yes. Hi, Randy. Hello, Alex Renell. Are creeks and waterfalls going to behave as they do in real life? Shane responses, I certainly hope so. Or ones created in Earth 2. Yeah, that'd be cool. Dams would be good. Creeks and waterfalls. Yeah, like also, I've never actually done this, but I've always wanted to sit under a waterfall, legs crossed, and just kind of meditate like that guy in his Marowak did in Pokemon. I thought that'd be pretty fun. I had a chance in no, I did. I'm not going there. I sold my car to buy. That is a bold move, but you know what? I salute you. Hi, Randy. Love you, Randy. Thank you, Devin. 11 Studios. Kunzo says I turned like 848,000 with E2 so far. 25K in sales, and I've withdrawn, and then threw 10K into crypto, and now we hodl. Yes, we are going to hodl to the moon. Dubai. I just buy. Yeah. Can you say hello to Dashi for me? Oh, hello, Dashi from me. Let me have their money then. Let me take all the sadness from them. Everyone liked this video. Yes, thank you, King Julian. Yes, say hello. Me and you have a lot in common. Well, Siscolicious, 87. I was born in 90. So we have that in common. We are not, we're both, I think, that last generation that, to play outside before the internet. So yeah, we do have something. Let me know. Give me a message. Much love, brother. Much love, Paul. I hope your eye gets better. Thank you, Gazer. Randy moved to Australia. Okay, Binance. Yes, Binance is very good. I've heard of Kraken and Binance, and I think one other being really well. I have talked to my bank today, actually, that they do use they can wire to Coinbase. Everything else in New York outside of Coinbase and Cash App does not work. New York is just so anti-crypto, but Coinbase, the reason I figured out why Coinbase wasn't working for me is because I have a business bank account, and they only work with non-business bank accounts, and I only have business bank accounts. So that's, but they can actually accept a wire from there, so I'll do that. And Cash App's a little weird with it too, but yeah. Randy, your videos are going to be part of an E2 documentary in the future. You heard it here first, folks. Stilo Mac, you've been here for a long time. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, that if nobody else does it and the YouTube career, kind of takes off, I would love to make a documentary about this. I would love to go and visit each one of you and say, like, oh, where were you when you first started buying? How did you hear of it? Who are your favorite YouTubers? And hopefully a lot of you would say me. Everyone would be like, guarantee you everyone would be like, oh, well, Earth2 Meta and Aria Realty, and I go to Twitch for Guidebook Gaming, and nobody would mention me. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I think that this is something where if nobody else does, I would love to make a documentary on, maybe I should make two, where we were, like if I make one, let's say next year, when everyone gets the vaccine, and say, okay, well, this has been happening so far, the road so far, and then again at 2030, when we're all heckin' millionaires and multimillionaires and worth not just 7 figures, but 8 figures. Yeah, hold me to that, guys. Oh, meow, hello, Conzo, meow. You're in New York City area, I'm down to talking. Yes, yeah. Siscolicious, give me a ring. Give me on, I got my, I think, Instagram and Twitter down below. Hit me up. I'm sure any natural disasters would be strictly visual. That'd be cool to storm hunt. They have storm chasers. That'd be pretty fun. VD Arts Craft and do it yourself. Hey, Chavez. Hey, what's up, man? I wonder if they will have lost cities or buried civilizations to discover. That would be amazing. Like in Atlantis, so there's like if anyone remembers Avatar: The Last Airbender, where they had a city legit sink into the sand, and it's like, man, all those books, and then that librarian that is just that went down there, and it's just like, yep, he died down there. I'm doing what I love, just reading books. Good for them. Lost cities, buried civilization. Yeah, that'd be great. I don't know if we're going to be able to have tunnels, because they said tunneling is going to be a big part of the game, then in a sense, like, we should be able to make our own hidden cities. Now, if you have hidden cities, then that could bring so many different layers to the game. Think about speakeasies in Earth 2, people knocking on door, having it, because on top, all you see is a shack. Let's say you only own 3 tiles up top, right? Or you own all of these tiles, but there's only one building, right? Say you own 1,000 tiles, one little shack up top. So many people are going in, but none of them are coming out. What's going on? You knock on the door. What's the password? Password is, you have to look me in both eyes. Something like Nick Fury would say. And then once they say that, they get let in, take you downstairs, and then there's a huge 1,000 tile party with rays. Everyone's partying. It's gonna be heckin' awesome. If I also, outside of Chaveztopia, I do have multiple 750 tile plots, so I'll probably do that in one of them. Or what I'll do is, when we can take plots and move them, I'll move that to Chaveztopia and make, like, all right, 750 tiles of land, one little shack, and I'll just have an underground party. That sounds amazing. And we could do that. That would probably only have to happen like once a month, just because there's so many other activities in Chaveztopia that we want to do. And also, when Phase 2 is about to be released, we have to, that's when I have to get in Discord. There is a Chavestopian Discord. I'll put that in a link in one of my new videos next week. where we have to map out what is going where. Okay, what's going to be snowball fights? What's going to be penguin racing? What's going to be, all of these things, because I have it kind of in my head, but it really needs to be like on a map, like mapped out where everything's going to go. Because we don't want, we want to have a certain flow of things. Guys like you are the reason this game will thrive. Thank you, man. It's so cool. Paul Rolando, thank you. Dean says, haha, that was great. But you said hello to Dashi for me, you legend. Thank you. VDI Art says, what do you think the building mechanism will be? You think we'll have pre-built constructions or modular system like Arc, Rust, etc.? There'll probably be some pre-built stuff. I do remember the dev saying that you do have the option of trying to use, was it Adobe? But basically you can upload files yourself, and then obviously the construction ideas that you can upload from yourself. You can upload the files, but you'll be able to have to take the resources from the game. You can't just upload like a fully furnished, mansion. You're gonna have to do that with your own resources. Who would you want to play you if there was an E2 movie? Well, it depends when. I actually do. I actually am a writer. If anyone's on my Facebook, you see the Be Me or the Kara and Sweetmate stories. I actually have been writing for like since I was in like 6th grade. A lot of it was poop, but a lot of it is really, really good. I did want to play myself, and a lot of it, but obviously I can't pull off a teenager anymore. I could barely pull off someone in their 20s. It would have to be someone young. Maybe Miguel from Cobra Kai. Probably him. He looks like I did when I was younger a little bit. So yeah. Who would want to play? Yeah, okay. The official announcement on Discord says that the UAE and Dubai will be available, not just Dubai, unless you're getting your info from somewhere else. Does that UAE? Yeah, Dubai is part of UAE. So that makes sense. Says that UAE and Dubai. Yeah. So Dubai is just the city. Sorry. So I'm gonna draw something here. Dubai is the city, and the rest of that's still all the UAE. Dubai just happens to be a city in the UAE, so that's where they're going. You are so underrated and happy to be here. Early stage of E2. Why? Thank you, John Craven Gaspar. I salute you as well. I'd say my favorite YouTuber is Dashi. That's good. That's good. Yeah, probably. So everyone in the Guidebook Gaming stream before, they were saying like patches for Randy. So they used to do airplanes for Randy, partly because I was in the Air Force, and partly because when we went over the actual trailer for Earth 2, I was like my face when there was a plane, like, oh my god, there's a plane. And yeah, so that's where that came from. But I guess they deemed me a pirate, and now I am patches for Randy. Chavez, you're going to be one of the biggest YouTuber, always on first in trends, and I love your videos. I'm always one of the first in the trends. All right, thanks, Alan Wang. Alan Wen, that means a lot. I really enjoy the amount of people that, and it's not just the amount, it's just like the group of people that we have, the ones that are consistent, they're just so cool, so awesome. Obviously still get haters once in a while, everyone gets that, but yeah, what you guys see is, you guys see heart too. Like I came in with just this bushy beard and this, messy hair, and back in December, and there was just no, yeah, it's a very weird time in my life. But you guys just enjoyed what I had to say. You looked past what I had going on, and you just enjoyed the content. And I love the heart of this entire community. Like I want to go out and like chill and drink and listen to good music with you guys. Like it's not just a money thing. Is it great that we're all gonna most likely make money? Yeah, that's great. But what is better than that is, like I said, money doesn't make you happiness. What we all want, I think, at the end of the year, at the end of the day, the end of our lives, what we want is just to listen to good music, have a few drinks with friends, and just love each other. Like that's the best part of life. When I'm happy, it's when I'm building something, but also when I'm just relaxing with a friend, listening to the rainfall, and we're just shooting the bull, And we don't have to. This isn't the 1990s anymore. We don't have to write letters, although that's still pretty fun. We don't have to go and travel to see each other, which is something that I still want to do at some point, especially when I'm going to make this documentary. But I want to be able to see you guys in virtual reality. We're all sitting on couches. We could have the couch from Friends. We could have all the couches from Friends. We have that setup from Big Bang Theory. All of us in this room, Please, somebody make that Big Bang Theory living room, so we could all just sit and talk with each other. And that would mean so much to me if I could meet all you guys that way, and then obviously meet you guys in real life as well. You're live. I am Crystal. How's it going? Hello. With a tunnel, would you have to pay for land rights to those who own the tiles above? That's something I don't know as well. That's something where that's been unclear. They haven't answered myself that question. Or air rights. Air rights are above. Let's say if you have, let's say you have 3x3 tiles. How high do you have to go above? Because if there's going to be aircraft in this, can you not fly over certain places because of the air rights? Like, are they going to build 100 stories up? It's going to be like Trump Tower. It's going to be like, well, what's it going to be like? Well, if you're going to have all these skyscrapers, is there a cap to how high they can be built? Because aircraft can only go so high, and let's say if you have a giant wall, and can the aircraft not go there? Because again, they said there's not going to be there's not going to be a place to just instantly transport your stuff. So what they might have to do is we might have to say, like, okay, well, here's an aircraft, or here's like a place to put all your resources, and then go through portals. Maybe people could make giant portals in the sky so that the aircraft can, that you can supersede and go around that wall. I don't know. That's something I'm very, very curious to find out. But I've been asking. Hey, Randy, whoop, whoop. What up, Thomas Benson? Have you thought about making a video about what you own? You can see it pretty detailed on Earth 2 stats, XYZ. I've talked about the main things that I wanted. There's some things that I have that I probably won't do anything with. I'll just collect resources on it. Mine essence. There's a place in New York, in Massapequa. There's an old school type of 50s type of burger joint. It's called All American. I want to recreate that because it just brings joy to a lot of people. There is places in Brazil where there's land, whole bunch of water, where I want to not only have boat races, but I want to have a go-kart track going over the boat races. I want to be like Mario Kart, because they can go, I have the land and the water, so they can go across. And I want it so to have like, oh, you fell off the track. And as people are racing boats or just having boat parties, whatever they're doing, people falling off the track into the water, like it to a demise. I thought it'd be really fun. So that's something that I'm doing there. In India, I kind of have some of the same thing. South Africa, I really do want a place with, for those of you that don't know, if you've ever seen Mermaid the Body Found, they go over this story where in South Africa, fishermen, they go in the water and they make the call. They call out to the dolphins. It's a symbiotic relationship that humans and dolphins have. And what they do is that they make the call and the dolphins drive in these schools of fish. They drive in all of these fish, and the fishermen throw out their nets, and they get the fish, but they also get the dolphins in the nets as well. But the dolphins don't struggle. They don't panic. They don't try to get free, because they know that as the fishermen pull the nets in, they'll let the dolphins go, and then they'll tighten up the rope. They'll let them go, and then they'll take the fish. And then as they let the dolphins go, they wait there in the shallows of the water, and then the fishermen throw some of the fish to the dolphins. They share the catch. They split the spoils, so to speak. And I bought a lot of land around the water in South Africa because I want to, like, maybe I'll go there one day and, kind of see that for myself, but I want to recreate something because there are going to be animals in the game. Shane confirmed that in Discord chat. Not in the Discord chat, just in the main Discord. I want to be able to do that with animals. I want to be able to tame them, do certain things with them. I love animals. Everything that I do is so that I can buy wilderness areas and make them conservation areas because I love it. So that's, I forget where this goes. Oh yeah, detailed description. And then obviously Chavez-topia. I just want everyone to have fun. I just want everyone to have fun and just, that's the name of the game. Just have a good time. Techno party! The rumor is Mark Cuban bought some land in decentralized land. Decentralized land or decentral? I think you mean Decentraland. But that's really interesting. Yeah, a lot of these other places, like my neighbor Alice, Decentraland and other stuff, they're kind of running, top dog right now until Earth 2 comes out. Earth 2 comes out to the moon. Everyone else is going to get their lunch eaten. They'll still have players, they'll still have whatever. The same way, like, Ford will always have their Ford truck. The Ford pickup truck is the best-selling pickup truck in the world for past 10 years until the Cybertruck comes out. Then everyone else will get the one sheet. Why? Yeah, some people are going to stay for the brand. Some people are going to stay because they invest a lot in it. But a lot of the people say like, oh, and the analogy works, saying like, okay, well, why am I getting this Ford pickup truck where it's more expensive and it doesn't go as fast, doesn't have as good acceleration, and it doesn't have the mileage the same way per dollar as a Cybertruck does, and Cybertruck is cooler. It's more. It's not going to get crushed. Like it's bulletproof. Okay, well, so these people in Decentraland, all these other places, yeah, it's cool. It's fun. You might have your core group of gamers there, but it does not look anywhere near as good as Earth 2. And that's just one of the things. Obviously, you don't have to have great graphics to have amazing games. You do not. But Breath of the Wild was something else. That was something so completely amazing. Red Dead Redemption is so good. This is better than Red Dead Redemption. Just graphics alone. Not only the game, not just the community as well. There's a lot more people. British Guy Dorkslayer had said that, hey, you know what? I've been in these Discord chats and these Telegram groups for places like My Neighbor Alice, places like Decentraland, places like all these other places where you can go and, CryptoKitties, whatever. They do not hold a candle. They can't shine the shoes of Earth 2. That's where I get my confidence. That's where I get it. Not only from the developers because they're working so hard, but again, I don't pick bad stuff as well either. I pick very, very good stuff. After this many years in finance, I can smell which way the wind is blowing. Earth 2 is it. Yeah, we would love to have you explain all of your tiles you own. So yeah, that's essentially what I just did. The other stuff I have, I bought the place I used to live in New York in Massapequa, where I had my boiler room. I bought a couple places. There's a place called the Massapequa Preserve, where it's just nature. And I bought a couple tiles there, but they were like $4 a tile there. I was like, oh, this is expensive. Yeah, at that time. Now, obviously, they're 12x, 13x that, but that's it. I have other places where people say like, oh, come join here, come join here, come join there, and it's like, and I did for a little while. Everyone that asked me that I did, and now I get so many of those requests a day. I was like, guys, I can't. I'd literally be spending like $20 a day just on buying places, and it's like I need to focus on Chavestopia. I need to focus on this, for you guys first. Chavez usually have a group that is cut off of people that are here now before mainstream comes, so we know who the OGs are for later on in Earth 2. For the most part, I recognize everyone that that comments regularly. Even if you don't watch every video, again, I post a lot, so it's completely understandable. I recognize a lot. I don't have an eidetic memory or anything, but I see you. Am I that blue Indian avatar? Because I see you. Where do you think we will start on the tech tree? I don't know. That is something that's so exciting for me. I can't. And the only thing that's a little salty about is that I just won't be able to have time right away to put 8-10 hours a day into this. If I was like 16, yeah, that's it. I'd be playing this for like 15 hours a day, like no joke. But I just don't have the time. Two other businesses and making videos as well. I just trying to stay in shape. I just like already I just am not sleeping, so it's very, very, very hard. For the tech tree, I don't know, but I'll make videos on it whenever I can. Rob Yonikin Naboy, I remember something about real time. I wonder if that means for weather events, temperatures, earthquakes, volcanic activity, even when a comet comes around so often. Yeah, real time. I think that also might mean, in a sense, like, okay, well, mining might take 30 seconds real time, but in game time that might mean like 3 hours. I don't know. Therefore, UAE tile prices are the same as Dubai's. To start off, yes. Yeah, actually, yeah, no, they'll be exactly the same. You deserve all the love, Randy. Thank you, Steve Lomac. Been here a long time. Mafo Dropper calls me a king. Crown. Cardano and VeChain. Yeah, so I did that thing on VeChain. How VeChain might be a part of Earth 2. It makes sense because they have a lot of pull with China and Australia. So it's like, oh, that would be perfect. Cardano, I still haven't gone into that, and Polkadot. People have been asking me to make videos about. I will try. I will try. And Safe Moon, I think, or Sailor Moon, whatever. Somebody asked me about that as well. You should do more live in the future. I really would. Maybe I'll do YouTube live instead of Instagram live. Instagram live, I don't really get that much, but I know some people only have Instagram, some people only have this. So I'm trying to be fair to everyone. Cat and Lord Randy. We have 51 watching the stream, but only 22 likes. We got to step up the game. The likes go. There's actually more likes now than there are viewers, but yeah, step up the game. The devs should upload Earth 2 to Mount 10 Swiss data backup in case a nuclear strike destroys the servers. So this is something that I actually thought of. If there is a solar flare happens, or let's say the Earth, the sun's burning, I don't know how many, like 18 tons of energy every second. A solar flare is when like the sun just goes Super Saiyan for a second, and a solar flare comes out, and if it hits the Earth, electricity and electronics are done. I don't know what that means for Bitcoin. I don't know what that means for games and everything. Everything might be wiped. Nuclear codes. I don't know what goes on. Solar flare. I think we might go back to the Stone Age. Like I think that's what might happen. I don't know what happens to phones are useless. I think anything that runs on electricity would be useless at that point. I think. Someone let me know if I'm wrong on that. Just got here. Lol, phase 2 incoming. Hail yeah. That was at 10:55. What time is it now? Oh, it's 11:07. That was 12 minutes ago. If a plane crashes into my skyscraper, hopefully I have E2 insurance. Yeah, insurance might be a thing also. So here's what I think and I mentioned this in one of my earlier videos, where if you have, again, if there's a warring world and you're part of it, and you want to transport these resources from one place to another, and there's not going to be magic for you to carry it around a magic sack or whatever, and you have to transport it via, cargo ship or cargo aircraft, and people know this, and it's like, oh, let's get the cargo ship. We hit this cargo ship, we get all these resources, we'll split the spoils. I think there's going to be people that are going to be like, hey, we're going to make sure, and we have insurance, make sure that this aircraft goes from here to there with no issues. And that's basically your insurance. They come up with a team of rock stars that can repel any attack from any would-be attackers, and then you pay them. And the only time they pay you, is if they lose the resources. Well, I think that's something that could happen in the game. Pretty good ideas. When's phase 2? Not sure. Might know soon. I just want to say you're a great inspiration, and you'll change people's lives. I just seen your videos about Christmas presents. Totally agree with you. I always like to give presents that are fun. Yeah. Thanks, video hours. Yeah. My goal, for a long time was to say, like, okay, well, you can be successful and not be a few shades darker than some people like. You could be a few pounds heavier, not from, English speaking. I'm from Peru. I'm from a third world country. Crazy beard, not anymore, but I do not fit the normal mold of what a CEO is, and you can be successful, and I'm a community college dropout. So you can be successful and in a lot of different ways. So yeah. Kyle says yes. Alan Wynn said if Shane Dawson joins Earth 2, we gotta keep the cats away from him. I don't know what he did to cats, but I love cats, and we didn't do anything bad. Can't post all in one comment unless my friends do need something. Indeed, I started doing a bit of woodworking to give cool. Oh, that is cool. Woodwork is like, my friend's dad did woodworking for years. He had a grip like an ape. It was just bone crushing. It was amazing. It was really cool. Oh yeah, Philip Lambert. Keep up the good work. You're a great inspiration. Can't wait for your next video. I'm glad I found you. Glad I found your video. Yeah, thanks, VDI Arts, Crafts, and Do It Yourself. That means a lot. I try my best for everyone. Try my best doing what I do. I think also people deserve to expect the best from you. Like, if you want to be a good friend, be someone that they can count on, and they should deserve the best from you. So yeah, be someone that they can count on. For everybody new in chat, this is all that Shane has released. This is all from that has been released from Shane. Looks like another countdown. Yeah, so just reading the tweet that Shane had. I watch every Earth 2 videos you post, but I don't comment. Don't forget me. Of course, Alan Wang. I will not forget. Philip Lambert says lag. Oh, it's good again. Oh no, I was buffering, Crystal. I'm sorry. Oh, it's better now, I guess. Um, how do you think they'll incentivize Landcast 3, 4, and 5 based on tile purchasing rewards, decreases, price, tile goes up? What I think they're still going to do, people said no, but I think they're going to say, like, okay, more resources go to land class 5 than 4, than 3. And so I think that they're going to spawn more frequently for the lower class lands. That's what I think is going to happen. Leave and come back. Everybody has YouTube. Roby1 Kenobi. Oh, yeah. Oh, Roby1 Kenobi. Oh, okay, that's how I say it. All right, Roby1 Kenobi. Hey, Alex Oliver. Hola, senor. Philip Lambert. An intense solar flare will burn roasted everyone on the planet unless they're on the ground. Really? Well, that's an intense solar flare. So that makes me believe that a normal solar flare we could survive? I don't know. I'm not really that smart. Oh, Malachi Vasquez. Solar flare equals one Earth 1 reboot. Yeah. Alex Oliver says, see, I'm going to have to physically protect Earth 2 stuff just like in real life. Yeah. You know what you need? You know what you need? You're going to need a pair of these, bub. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just messing with everyone. Am I gonna? Yep. Meow meow meow. New tweet from Shane. Oh yeah. Oh, there's all the meows. All the meows. Are U.S. tiles overpriced buying new, or are they still worth it? I think it depends on what you want to do with them. I think it depends on your idea also. If you want to say like, because right now, what do you get? Class 3, class 4 tiles. I would only buy in America right now if it's like someplace, if it's to add on to one of my existing properties, or if it's to say like, oh well, nobody's buying here yet, and it's a famous place. Like, if anyone has Pearl Harbor, that would be a place that I would buy. Hickam Air Force Base as well, and Hickam Air Force Base especially because in 2017 or 2018, we had a no, it's 2017. I forget which one, but we had a scare. And we didn't, but my friends stationed at Hickam Air Force Base, Hawaii, did. They said that everyone remembers that tweet or that thing that went out to all cell phones in Hawaii that says missile attack from North Korea imminent. This is not a drill. I had friends stationed at Hickam Air Force Base, Hawaii. I have friends that live in Hawaii, and they're just like, oh shizniz.jpg. Like, my friend Brittany literally just did a shot of whiskey and went into work. Just like, because they knew that shiz was going down. Thankfully, it didn't, and it was a mistake. But that's something that, yeah, military. I would like to buy Hickam Air Force Base if I could, or at least part of it, just a flight line, just to kind of memorialize or immortalize that particular scene. For the most part, though, if you're just like, well, I want an island, I want Hawaii. It doesn't need to be Hawaii. It could be anywhere in the world. You could buy anywhere in the world, terraform those tiles, make it an island, and just do it there. Do it for somewhere cheaper, for like $1. Instead of buying, five $50 tiles, that's $250. Buy 250, $1 tiles. Again, just my opinion. Oh, this whiskey's strong. That's the case. What is the incentive to hold Class 1 tiles? Well, for Class 1 tiles, what they said is you're going to get the benefits of if other people mine or collect loot on your tiles, on your property, you're going to get a higher percentage of that if you have a Class 1 tile. So it's kind of like not a double-bladed sword. Whereas if you have a Class 4 tiles and somebody else mines on your tiles, you're only going to get a small piece. Even though it's gonna produce resources more frequently, you'll only get a small piece if somebody else comes and mines on your property or collects loot off your property. That's what it would be. And also, land income tax. Everyone right now wants Class 1. Like, they'll pay a premium for Class 1. What is your favorite Nickelodeon show as a youngster? So let's say under 10 years old. Hey Arnold, maybe? Angry Beavers, Rocko's Modern Life, Rugrats. They were all really good. Ren and Stimpy, we had it made in the 90s. It was so good. But after that, let's say 2000 to 2010, Avatar was probably by far. That was one of the best. But then you had Drake and Josh, you had iCarly, you had Victorious, you had The Amanda Show, you had Zoe 101. There's so much good stuff. There's so much good stuff on. What is your Pokemon team? Gold and silver, in that I would probably have I'd Feraligatr, I'd have an Ampharos, I would have a Furret. Furret is very undervalued in my opinion for Pokemon. The Furret, I would have Nidoking. Um, Maybe I would have Gyarados, maybe not. Outside of that, what would I have? Raticate, really good. Togetic, yeah. Raticate, I think is undervalued also because Raticate you can have Super Fang, which is whatever they have, whatever the opponent is. It could be a Snorlax 650 health. Super Fang cuts that in half. Then what can Raticate have? Stab Hyper Fang, Stab Return Attack. Normal, yeah, and Furret can learn Surf. Very good breeding for those people, like very, very good. Um, was. Yes, that was my favorite Nickelodeon. Now I don't know what's on Nickelodeon. SpongeBob, obviously. I can't believe I missed SpongeBob. I love that show. What does Dashy think of all your meowing? Indifferent. Philip Lambert says too much documentary. That's why I know maybe I'll just build a solar flare museum in Earth 2. Solar flare fireworks stage for karaoke. Oh, also guys, if you haven't seen in my videos, I do want like a talent show, and I will give away cash prizes for those who I think is best. I have a couple people that were already interested in trying to get be a judge on there as well. Yeah, karaoke. We'll have normal karaoke party nights, whatever. Mr. J1S obviously wants to have a rap show. He's an actual rapper. But yeah, talent shows, karaoke. Yeah, so I'll just have fun. It's all drink and have fun. What do you think about San Marino? This is from Alex Trinell. Own a lot there, so I hope it will sell out. What do you think? I don't know anything about it. I've heard people speculate about it. I can't say if it's good or bad or not. I just don't know. I have to look more into it. Jack Mitchell, do you think there is any value in E2 profile names? I locked in the name Logan Paul in early January. So my worth on yeah. I think this is going to be very similar to domain names back in the early 2000s, late 90s. I think this is something that can make people a lot of money. Chavez Topia was taken as a domain name, so I can't take that. I have to put like House of Chavez or Chavy Cat, like whatever. So yeah, this is not like now just on principle, I'm not going to pay someone for Chavez Topia. But some people will be like, well, no, I want this, and they'll pay 3, 4, 5 figures for it. Maybe not 5, might be a little much for right now. But yeah, people probably pay a couple $100s for that. If whoever has Chavez Topia, I'll give $50 for it. Yeah, if not, no big deal. So yeah, I definitely think Jack Mitchell. Michael Vasquez says, what do you think of Neo? Everyone asks me about Neo, Lee, where BMW, all these people are going to be like the next Tesla, if they're going to merge and beat Tesla. No one is catching Tesla. I do not own any other stock with Tesla, especially electric car companies. Like if I had an extra $100,000 and I could buy other stocks, yeah, I'd buy other stocks. I'd buy Square, I'd buy Illumina, I'd buy Lemonade. If I had $100,000 specifically for electric car companies, I would only buy Tesla because Tesla is sprinting already miles and years ahead. Everyone else is like kind of light jogging. Do you think? Do you own any Monaco? And why can't I send you a super chat? A daddy book. I don't know. But Patreon in my videos, yeah, definitely. That Patreon in my videos, that means the world to me. I'll try to figure out the super chat next time. But I don't know. I do not own any land in Monaco. Wonder what size the Easter eggs will be. One tile or multiple. Ooh, that's good. I always pictured them being one tile, but yeah, it could be more. Is an NFT? Wouldn't it have to be? Yeah, I think it's an NFT as well. Still learning about the NFT concepts. Yeah, so I think it might be one tile, might be multiple tiles. Definitely be an NFT. How do you know if you have a class 1 versus class 2, or is it indicated? You could go to the property and view it, and it'll say on the viewership. Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl? Which would you buy? Might buy both. No, probably Shining Pearl. That's probably what I'll get. What time is it there? It is got to be past 11. It's 11:19. I have so many notifications. Okay, I'll definitely join one of your karaoke. Thanks, Phil. Who the freak bought Chavez Topia? I don't know. So I don't have Apple Pay, so I can't add money for Dubai. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's rough. Chavez Topia. Big boss. Had you invested in anything VR related prior to Earth 2? If not, we're waiting for something like this. I didn't. I just wasn't educated enough about it to invest it prior. Well, I had played plenty. My good friend John Chan had let me play his Oculus, and it was fun. It was like really cool. Like the zombie games were amazing, but I didn't I didn't think of like invest. I thought, well, you know, because it took up a whole room at the time. You had to move all the furniture and put up stuff. Like, you know, it's a little much, especially for me that had this little teeny tiny one room place. I couldn't do that. But you know, for families and whatever, yeah. Now that I see more and more people are getting into it, and you just need, you know, the headset now. Yeah, this is something that I 100% believe in long term. It took Earth 2 for me to see that. Yeah. But Neo cars have better specs than Teslas. They just haven't expanded yet. If you could comment down which specs that are better than Teslas, I'd like to see them because right now, from what I gather, I think Tesla leads. I know Tesla leads in battery technology. In mileage, I don't know, but definitely it leads in full self-driving. They have the most miles out of anyone. They have they have like 10 billion miles, where Google has like 40 million miles. So yeah, everyone else is behind on everything else. The specs, like as far as like range, let me know because I'm not too educated on that. Do you think you have to buy tiles to get in the Easter egg? I'm pretty sure you have to buy tiles to get the Easter egg. What if the tile is already bought? Ooh, that's a good point, Alex. That might be if somebody has a tile, has a tile, the Easter egg's on their tile, but they don't know it because they haven't checked. That is a really good point, and that actually puts a lot of us that have like multiple thousands of tiles at a disadvantage because we can't check we can't check all those tiles. I mean, we can, it just takes forever. So maybe it could be on one of those tiles. And if somebody gets that Easter egg, that's just looking at somebody else. Oh, I got it. They'll get 80% of the Easter egg probably, and you know the person that owns the tile probably gets 20%. Have you played Metal Gear before? Yes, I have. Super Snake, Solid Snake. We have what? We have to have Apple Pay. I was going to deposit funds tonight. I don't know if you need Apple Pay. Maybe I think Apple Pay is just easier. I don't think you need it though because I don't have Apple. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. It's 111. What would be great is talking to someone in Earth 2 virtually. Then they upload you to a robot or flying droid to accompany them to shop in their China or Dubai or Jamaica, and you'll be able to see. That would actually be really cool. That would be really fun. Go like an Iron Man suit. Guys, I gotta go. I love you all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And for those who want to do super chats, I'll try to figure that out. And then also, yeah, definitely Patreon, one of my other videos. That really means the world. I love you all. Goodbye. What does Etherscan got to do with Earth 2? I think right now it's just to keep track of everything. We're not sure yet. All right, goodbye, guys. I love you. All right, yeah, Etherscan. I think it's just to keep track of which tiles go where. That's it for right now. All right, I love you guys. Bye.